Hi everyone! If you've come looking for a disastrous but entertaining train wreck, then we have some good news. You've found the right place. The committee to choose a flag for Mississippi has narrowed its list down to 9. They plan to narrow this list down to 5 very soon, and they might have already done so by the time you watch this video. To put it in simple terms, all 9 of these designs are terrible. All 9 are way too complicated. And this is on top of the fact it was decided by the Mississippi lawmakers to include the stipulation that the flag must contain the words, "In God We Trust." So what we have are 9 designs that all break Principle 1 of flag design, which is to keep it simple. And of course, they all break Principle 4, which says a flag should not include writing. All 9 of these designs are a total failure. So let's look at these disasters one by one. Here is the first one. The white line separating the blue and red is not bad. It may not be easy to get it exactly right, but we don't mind that. What makes this design terrible is the canton. We have a pretty complex white magnolia design with a gold star divided into 5 parts, and also we have some green. This is all surrounded by 20 stars in a circle, which also contains the necessary writing. Not only is this whole design too complicated, making it this small and squeezing it into the canton makes it even worse. To be able to see this design clearly, one would need to be up close to the flag. At a distance, all that can be seen is something fuzzy in the canton. This flag is a total failure. Next up, we have this terrible design. From what we've seen, we think the committee altered some of the designs from the original submission. This one has the same gold star as the first design. For some reason, somebody thought dividing a 5-pointed star into 5 parts would actually improve the design. Here's a revelation. It doesn't. It makes it worse. The magnolia design is more complicated than the first flag, though at least it's larger. But because the magnolia is white and it's set on a white field, it makes it impossible to see from a distance. Truly awful flag design on display here. Now, if you're thinking at least the blue and red stripes are simple and redeem this flag a little, think again. This layout is just like the flag of Iowa. So to sum up, this flag is a total failure. Next, we have this. So this is basically the same flag as the previous one, but with the colors changed around. They also ditched the green of the magnolia, which is good. And with the white magnolia on blue, it makes it easier to see. Also, this color scheme doesn't look like Iowa. So wait, does this mean we have a good flag? No. It just means it's a bit better than the other one. The magnolia and the stars and writing still all combine to make this design way too complicated. This flag is a total failure. Next up is this monstrosity. This design is set on a blue field. At least that's original. Oh wait, 26 other U.S. state flags are set on a blue field. Never mind. So let's look at the charge. Once more, we have our divided 5-pointed star, which is now starting to get really annoying. And just as annoying is the circular stars, which has appeared on every design so far. The previous designs all had a magnolia flower. This design's motto should be "Go big or go home." This is because the creator decided that having one magnolia flower was for small boys. This design decided to incorporate a whole goddamn magnolia tree, and needless to say, the design turned out to be complicated, very complicated. And complicated to a flag is like garlic to a vampire. This flag is a total failure. Next up, we have the same design as the previous one with one pretty major difference. It solves the unoriginal blue field by changing it to green. We actually like using green as the main color because most U.S. state flags use blue, white, and red, the same colors as the U.S. flag. But that's where the positivity comes to a crashing halt. For all the other reasons stated for the previous design, this flag is a total failure. Here is the next atrocity. Quite a few of the original submissions had a map of Mississippi. In case you're not aware, using maps on a flag is truly abysmal flag design. Yes, we're also talking to you, Cyprus. So the map is red, but the western border is blue. That's because the western border is formed by the Mississippi River. And because the river meanders a lot, it just adds to the awfulness of this design. At least the northern and eastern borders are somewhat smooth and straight. Oh, and have we mentioned already that the committee members seem to love their circular star formation with the one golden star divided into 5 parts? As for the blue border on a white field, West Virginia just called and they want their border design to remain unique. In conclusion, This flag is a total failure. Up next is this expert demonstration on how not to design a flag. This one also has a map of Mississippi, except it's worse. That's right, this flag actually succeeded in making the map concept worse. And it did it by doing a partial map, rather than doing the whole outline of the state. It has the western border, which is the Mississippi River, and also some of the southern border. But it leaves out the remainder, leaving us with a half-assed map which looks like Mississippi is joined up with Alabama and parts of Georgia and Florida. And it also has the eastern parts of Louisiana and Arkansas united to the west of the Mississippi, which is colored red. On top of our unified 4 states, we have our usual circular star formation. For some reason, our divided up 5-pointed star is upside down at the bottom of the circle. The only possible conclusion we can come to is that the designer of this flag is a devil-worshipping Satanist who has a weird desire to unify 4 states into one complicated Magnolia-designed mess. And perhaps these unified 4 blue states might go to war against the unified 2 red states in what would almost certainly be called the Mississippi River War. This flag is a total failure. This is the next calamity. As bad as the previous Magnolia designs are, this is the worst. And yes, we're including the Magnolia tree flags. As bad as the tree design is, at least it uses just 1 shade of white along with 1 shade of yellow for the upper flower. The petals of this magnolia blend into a gray shadow, and the green has 2 shades. The yellow part in the middle is also shadowed. Sure, this is very nice artwork, but it's not good for a flag design. It's terrible, in fact. And the fact this has made the final 9 just shows how ignorant the committee members are when it comes to flag design. And to cap it all off, the gold stars and writing contrast poorly on the white field. The one positive thing about this flag is the use of green rather than the overused blue and red. And this flag makes it 8 out of 8 for a circular star formation. This flag is a total failure. Which takes us to our final design. Finally, we're at the end of this train wreck, and finally we don't have a circular star formation. But we do have our divided 5-pointed star, which means all 9 flag designs have this feature. A little weird and creepy, truth be told, but this is what the people of Mississippi have been dealt with. The committee members adjusted some of the original designs, and there must be some sort of fetish going on with this particular star design. And sadly, the star design is actually the best feature of this flag, because the remainder is bad. Really bad. Before we rip this flag apart like all the others, the one positive thing about this one is that it's the least complicated of the 9, though it's still too complicated for our liking. It doesn't have the circular stars, nor does it have any stupid maps or complicated magnolias. The main feature is the crest, which is similar to the crest seen on the coat of arms of the United States, and that's a big problem. It makes this design look like the flag of a federal U.S. department or organization rather than a Mississippi flag. The other big problem with this flag is we have that dreaded blue field again. Looking at this flag from a distance makes it virtually indistinguishable from the 26 states which already use a blue field. This flag is a total failure. So there we have it, 9 total failures. The whole process has been a disaster so far, and thanks to these final 9 proposals, we're guaranteed the disaster will continue. We've never been more happy to end a video than we are with this one. Thankfully, our channel has tons of other videos featuring mostly great flags. So be sure to subscribe and check out our other content. Be sure to like and comment on this and other videos because that really helps us out. Until next time, bye for now.